Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today let's see some facts about the ancient monument, the Vellore Fort. The Vellore Fort is situated at the head of the present-day state of Tamil Nadu in the city of Vellore. This fort was built in 16th century CE under the Vijayanagara Empire. Its history has been affected by two decisive political battles: the Battle of Talikota in the year 1565 and the Battle of Topor 1616 to 1617 CE. After the Vijayanagara rulers, the fort became a site of contestation for the Bijapur rulers, Marathas, and the British, and the French till India gained independence. Historically known for the coup of 1614 CE and the famous Vellore Mutiny, the political significance of this fort is complemented by its robust architecture. One can fully comprehend this by dividing deeper into the fort's history. About the political developments. In the absence of written historical records, stone inscriptions found in the region have been used to reconstruct its history. Chinnabommi Reddy and Timma Reddy Nayak, who were subordinate chieftains under the Vijayanagara ruler Sadasivaraya, the last ruler of Tuluva dynasty, are believed to have constructed the fort in 1566 CE. The year preceding this, that is 1565 CE, is known for the historic Battle of Talikota. In this watershed battle, the Vijayanagara kings lost to combined forces of Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda, and Bidar Sultanates. After the defeat, they shifted the capital to Chandragiri, which was in close geographical proximity to Vellore, giving the region a strategic location and setting the stage for construction of the fort. The Tuluva dynasty was succeeded by the Aravidu dynasty, and the Sriranga II, 1614 CE, was nominated as its fifth ruler by his predecessor Venkatapati Raya. Venkatapati Raya had no natural heir to the throne, and Sriranga was his nephew. However, Bayamma, the wife of Venkatapati, had adopted a Brahmin boy called Thengaraya, whom she wanted to make to be a king. This situation prompted a civil war led by the ranks of Jagaraya, Bayamma's brother in her support on one side, and Yachama Naidu, Venkatapati's loyal viceroy, on the other side. Jagaraya kidnapped Sriranga and his family and imprisoned them at the fort of Vellore. Yachama Naidu managed to free Sriranga's 12 years old son and also attempted to free Sriranga and his family. An underground tunnel was made to ensure their escape. However, Jagaraya discovered his plan and ensured that Sriranga and his family were killed within this fort. This brutal massacre led to the Battle of Topur in 1616 to 1617 CE, where Yachama Naidu went against Jagaraya. While Naidu won this battle, constant warfare caused the near destruction of already declined empire. The Battle of Topur is one of the major battles in Indian history as it used cannons on a very large scale, causing heavy destruction. This was the first time cannons were used in South Asia. In the 1650s, the Tirumali Nayak of Madurai, against the threat of an attack by Vijayanagara rulers, persuaded the Sultan of Bijapur to attack the Vijayanagara stronghold, the Vellore Fort. Henceforth, the Bijapuri Sultanate gained control of the fort. However, in about 2 decades, the Marathas under Shivaji marched southwards for the campaigns. The year 1976 to 77 CE saw a 14-month-long siege at the Vellore Fort. Shivaji's commander, Sardar Sabnis Narhari Rudra, marched with a cavalry of 2,000 and infantry of nearly 5,000. He strategically built two small forts called Sajra and Gojra at the distance of about 2 kilometers from the Vellore Fort. Situated at an higher elevation, they overlooked the Vellore Fort and allowed them to keep a watchful eye. In the bombardment which followed, it is said that about 400 of the 500 people who were guarding the fort were killed before Abdullah Khan and the general defending the fort surrendered it to Marathas on 21st of August 1678 CE. The fort was briefly under Dawood Khan, a Mughal commander and the Nawab of the Carnatic post, the death of Aurangzeb in the beginning of 18th century. He marched with an army from Delhi and wrested it out of the hands of Marathas. Following the Battle of Plassey in 1757 CE, the British gained dominance over major areas in India and took control of the fort with relative ease. The British defended the fort against the force of Hyder Ali in 1782 CE and after defeating Tipu Sultan here in 1799 CE, even detained his sons, daughters, wife and mother here. The Vellore Fort also became the final destination for the last ruling monarch of Sri Lanka, Sri Vikrama Rajasingha, 1798 to 1815 CE, when he and his family were kept here as prisoners of war at this fort for 17 years. His grave can now be found in the fort along with the last Raya kings of Vijayanagara Empire. The architecture of the fort. The rich history of the fort is only complemented by its strong architectural features. The fort was built in Dravidian style of architecture. It had a deep wet ditch moat where around 10,000 crocodiles once swarmed, waiting to grab every intruder. It has huge double walls with bastions projecting irregularly and rampart on which two carts can be driven abreast. Resting on an unbroken mountain chain, this fort was constructed using granite sourced from the quarries of Arcot and Chittoor. This fort complex further exemplifies a secular understanding of our past. It comprises a mosque, a church called St. John Church, as well as a temple which has received considerable attention. This Jalagandeshwara temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva and is famous for exquisite carvings, large wooden gates, and stunning monoliths. It is said that Chinnabommi Reddy, who was one of the builders of the fort, had a dream in which Lord Shiva asked him to build this temple at the given site. The site is said to have contained an ant hill suspended in the middle of the stagnant water. A wanderer is believed to have placed a Shivalingam here, which came to be highly revered. Interestingly, the term Jalakandeshwarar is translated as Lord Shiva residing in water. Later, this magnificent temple was also used as an arsenal. The fort of Vellore is at once an architectural marvel, an historical legacy, a military stronghold, and an important site for an articulation of Indian freedom struggle. It represents the skill of an artisan as well as our composite culture. There is indeed no exaggeration in stating that this is one of the most important and fascinating forts in the Indian subcontinent. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Now you know about the Vellore Fort, which is precious for us. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Click the bell icon to get notifications of my videos.